This is the Volvo V60 plug-in hybrid. Today, we're going to learn about its adaptive digital display. And this is Dan, who is going to help us. Once he remembers to unplug the car, hopefully, you've already seen the first adaptive digital display film starring Anders, who is currently on holiday in some exotic location. But Dan is going to pick up where Anders left off. Aren't you, Dan? The first thing you notice when starting the plug-in hybrid is that it's very quiet. But as soon as you see the speedometer, it's ready to drive. Just like the first adaptive digital display, you can choose between the three themes, depending on your preference or mood: elegance, eco, and performance. Or you can simply return to the new hybrid theme, as Dan is now doing. The car automatically starts with the theme you left it in. And off we go. In the previous demonstration film, we explored the different styles of the display themes. But today, we are going to start with the plug-in hybrid technology and some of the choices that come with it. Don't worry, Dan, it's easy. The car begins by using beyond the diamond on the right-hand gauge. Come on, Dan, show us what happens. Ah, now that sounds more familiar. And we can see that diesel is being used by the solid droplet at the top of the gauge. Show us what happens when you brake, Dan. Perfect. The left gauge now shows how the battery is being recharged by energy captured when braking. The red line shows the battery level dropping as power is used and climbing when being recharged. At the top of the right-hand gauge, you can see what driving mode you are using. In this case, it's hybrid. So we have the blue hybrid theme we chose in the adaptive digital display. And the car is running in the hybrid driving mode, its default setting. Got all that, Dan? That's right, Dan. You choose the driving mode from the controls on the center stack. But in all honesty, you could simply leave it in hybrid the whole time, as this takes care of everything for you. Okay, let's say we're on a short journey through town and you want to use electric power as much as possible. Press the Pure button, Dan. This changes the pedal mapping on the accelerator and makes it easier for you to stick to electric power. But the combustion engine will still kick in if you put your foot down. Yes, I thought you'd like to try that one. Power gives you a more aggressive pedal map for more active driving, and you can see that the driving mode is clearly stated at the top of the right-hand gauge. I think you'll like it even more if you go into the theme menu and change to Performance, Dan. That gives you the e-boost meter on the left, so you can see how much power is being added by the battery. Even here, we can see the positive effect on the battery when braking, as the needle on the e-boost drops. But if we were going to drive several hours, say to Stockholm, and wanted to save plenty of electric power for when we get there, we could also use the Save mode. And the AWD mode keeps you in all-wheel drive with a suitable pedal mapping. But the all-wheel drive comes in when you need it, even in hybrid. So, now you can see how the adaptive digital display gives you a crystal clear picture of what the plug-in hybrid technology is doing. In practice, this means you have even greater opportunity to adapt the car to your needs and desires, because you can choose any theme to display your information for any of the drive modes. That's right, Dan. Eco, for when you're in pursuit of the most economical driving. And elegance, which is now even more minimalistic and restful to the eye. And of course, the designated hybrid theme. Ah, look, we're back at the training centre. Perfect timing, Dan. Dan, one last thing. Now you can use the preconditioning functions to set the car up the way you like it. Yep. First you choose outdoor or indoor parking. The outdoor option uses a fuel-operated heater, while the indoor option uses electricity. Then, of course, the time for when you want your car preconditioned. As it's a bit chilly here in Sweden at the moment, the car will in this case be heated at 7 AM tomorrow. If we had been somewhere nice and hot, the car would have been cooled instead. Thanks for giving us a great demo, Dan.
Thank you.